guys. I know it's been a fairly tough season. Been on the road for 4 months to qualify for this final, and what we have here this weekend is the grand final of the Hummingbird Bass Angler Sport Fishing Series, and the guys have been working really hard to get in here. The last 4 qualifying events we've had throughout the season have been really tough, a lot of fish caught on a lot of different methods, but this weekend, doesn't matter what you've done in the past, this weekend the guy who wins it is going to be off to the US to fish an event over there. So it's really exciting. We're going to have a lot of spectators, a lot of the sponsors are going to be here, and these guys are going to be fishing really hard. Good luck on the weekend. It's going to be a really tough weekend. We reckon it's going to be really competitive. I'm looking forward to travelling to the US with the winner. Good luck tomorrow, guys, and we'll see you at the start in the morning. The rules of the event are a lot different from a lot of Australian fishing events, and they're more closely modelled on the American events. Anglers fish with a randomly drawn partner. They fish 5 sessions throughout the weekend, because in Queensland you're only allowed to keep 2 bass at once. So the guys will go out, fish a session, catch 2 bass, put them in the live well, bring them in, we'll measure them and we'll let them go alive. So it's live catch and release, but also it's a lot of short fishing sessions. So it's a mix of American rules and a bit of Australian in there as well. So it's tough. You've got to fish well in the morning, lunchtime and in the evening. Guys got here through the qualifying events, and the best thing about the qualifying events was we had virtually a different 4 set of guys win each of the events and qualify, and they did it with different techniques. First event was at Cressbrook Dam. Brett Thompson cleaned up with spinnerbaits, fishing them across the flats. Second event at Somerset, John Schofield, local lad, won the event using fly fishing techniques. Everyone else was using tail spinners. Third event up at the Jelky Peterson Dam, Mark Lawson from the Gold Coast, throwing around his hot lips crankbait, who everyone's forgotten. Did well, caught 7 out of 10 bass, and he's here this weekend as well. Last event, Tim Morgan fishing spinnerbaits in the trees. Really tough bite, in close, hard fishing for the bass, and it was another technique that's just shone. So this weekend, who knows, it could be any one of those techniques, or it could be one of a whole host more that have been developed through the series with the guys sharing the knowledge.
Just hold it up closer. All rolling second fish. Very good, Ray.
That was a fantastic session. We had 22 anglers catch 39 fish, and that's one of the best sessions we've ever had in a bass tournament. Greg Walton caught the biggest fish, 455 millimetres long. Second session, he'll be the one to beat. He's up the top of the scoreboard here, 775 points, and the top 17 anglers at the moment separated by only 145 points, and that's only this much fish. They're all called bass, largemouth, smallmouth and Australian bass, but Australian bass don't jump when you catch them. They're a different species, they have to go to the salt water to breed. We stock them into impoundments here. They don't breed in the fresh water, but we put them in there, they grow big, they grow strong, they hit hard, and they're a really good fish to fish tournaments.
These Hummingbird units represent the cutting edge in technology. It's what most of the guys here at Cressbrook today are using to locate their fish. Now the fish are sitting out there on thermoclines, which is very, very hard to detect temperature changes in the water, and a lot of other marine life is probably sitting down there with them. This is evidenced this morning by the fact that the guys that were bringing fish out of these thermoclines, the fish were actually regurgitating very small shrimp, a few millimetre long. So it's almost like krill down there, it's that fine, but these units are capable of picking that up, displaying it on the screen, and that's the area that the guys are targeting out there at the moment with their lures.
Brett Thompson's going to be hard to beat because he was this year's Angler of the Year, and he was last year's Angler of the Year as well. Going to be real tough. The local lads, Jason Ehrlich, Kerry Ehrlich, they fish here all the time, so they're going to be real tough. Guys like Robbie Smith come through the sport fishing ranks. He's going to tough because he's got the depth of technique. He can use all the different techniques. The winners from the events, Johnny Schofield, Mark Lawson, Tim Morgan, they're going to be tough as well because they know what it's like to win and they want more and they want to go to the US. Now, let's not forget last year's winner, Harry Watson. Harry caught the first ever 10 out of 10 in a bass fishing event at Maroon Dam, and he'll be here as well. He's qualified. He hasn't won any qualifying events this year like he did last year, but he'll be out there. Guys like David Young as well. Dave's only 16, came 5th in his first event, and he's chomping at the bit to get to the USA. Of the 30 guys there, any of them could have a chance of winning, and I think they're going to be fighting it out to the last session.
Trevor Elliott, 355.
And Harry Watson did really well last session. He caught a 400 and a 390mm fish. He's going to be good enough to keep it for the rest of the comp? We don't know. Sean Ryan, Gavin Dunn, right on his tail. Whereas at the moment we're only 2 years old and bass fishing in Australia is still in its infancy, but with respect to fishing in Australia, bass fishing is becoming a pretty big thing. It's driving the development of more customised and better boats for anglers. We're getting more variety and better quality tackle in the country, and people are just becoming better fishermen. We've got the best guys out there. They're using the techniques that the professionals use in the US. We're building bridges between Australia and the US. The best guy here is going to go and fish over in the US like Harry did last year. I think it accelerates the growth of knowledge, the growth of people's ability to catch bass, and that's just got to be good for fishing in the long run.
It was tough. It was tough, yeah.
Tomo, what happened that session, mate? No fish. There's some nice fish. Whose are these? Both Johnnies. Look at that, 400. 400 to the fork of the tail. You fishing fly still?
Yeah, only way to go.
What's happening tomorrow? Same as Bajelki? 10 from 10?
10 from 10.
Yeah.
Go to Dale. Mate, the first wild card to catch a fish so far.
Oh, great start. Good to see.
What happened in the third session? The sun came out this afternoon. You think that had anything to do with your results?
Yeah, I think the clear water and just the sun, the fish could see the lures more, or they could just work out what they were basically, I think, and well, they just weren't there in the first place.
Tomorrow's another day?
Yeah.
Confident?
First session, yeah. Second session, I don't know.
That was really hard, yeah. A few small fish, hit a couple other fish, but you never know how big they are. And I sort of realised it was going to be hard and just sort of bagged out. Yeah, got skunked.
End of the first day of the 2000 Humminbird Bass Series, and it's exciting. We've got 4 anglers still on the perfect score of 6 out of 6 fish, led by John Schofield. He's got 2,090 points so far. But Jason Ehrlich, Paul Dolan and Gavin Dunn are right up his tail. We started off really quickly this morning, 39 fish in the first session, 24 in the second session and only 18 in the third, so the fishing's getting tougher. Tonight they all get a whole new set of boaters and new set of non-boaters. Those hot spots, they're all going to be revealed, so it's going to be really exciting tomorrow. The weather's different, the fishermen are different, and we're really looking forward to what's going to happen.
wouldn't believe it. Last cast, just when I was about to leave, boom, missed up.
What do you reckon? You reckon that's going to get you from 4th to 1st this session? Got another to go, buddy. See how it goes.
Session, another 240s, maybe.
I don't think so. I think some of the other guys have caught some big fish this session, so we're all in there with a chance. I think that's the main thing.
370 mil his first one. All Dolan.
He's in the frame, mate.
I like it like that.
Another couple.
Another 2 and that'll do me. It'll keep me up there.
There's 4 of you on 8 out of 8 now.
Only
so.
takes one person to falter and it can change the scoreboard a hell of a lot.
I don't know what these guys are up to, but I'm just going to try and relax and go out and do my usual thing and just catch 2 fish. And I'll be happy if I can do that, and if I can upgrade, even better.
Get me a bigger fish, here's a bit of local knowledge.
Which is?
We'll keep that one secret, eh?
Jason showed me a trick or 2 yesterday when we were out there, and I've learned a lot and stick with what's working.
Just going to hit the school that I fished this morning, and I didn't sting many fish out of it, and I'll still be there. I've been there for the last 2 days.
Good luck, guys. I think one of you 4 will be coming across to the USA with us, so see if you can get a limit each.
Thanks for putting the pressure on, Steve.
Yeah.
Good luck, John.
Yeah. All you guys.
I think as soon as bass fishing hits TV, people are going to love watching it, the sponsors are going to love it, and the fishermen, they're going to love fishing it, because all of a sudden fishing, which is essentially a really good thing to do, is being given the image that it's always needed. Freshwater fishing, catch and release, professional guys, looking the part, fishing the part, and doing something that's very environmentally friendly. Who could argue with that? Off to see who wins it now. Coming fourth with 9 out of 10 fish and 3,020 points, we've got Jason Ehrlich. In third place, and only 5 points ahead of Jason, with 9 out of 10 fish, all dolphins. Second place, another angler who I think was very nervous coming to the start of the 5th session. He caught 9 out of a possible 10 fish and scored 3,115 points. Gavin Dunn. First prize for the year 2000 series, and the angler who caught these 10 out of 10 fish for 3,570 points will be heading off to the USA, and John Schofield come up and reap the reward. Congratulations, John. The best thing about the series is we've only started a few years ago, and we went into this knowing who had to win out of it, and that had to be everybody. The dams take away the pressure from the wild fishery. The money that we raise from the tournament, a lot of it goes back into stocking, so it ends up with more fish. The dams are all set up to handle tourism, so the local areas win, and the fishermen, they just get better and better, and they get to fish overseas. So it encapsulates ABT's motto, who shares wins.
Wrong way.